Neato. And there we are.
Mm-hmm. Camera. Turn that up. Turn that down. Yeah. Doot doot. Hey, young Lawson. Hello. Don't know if you'll see this, but I wanted to drop in and tell you I found a model I'd love you to paint. It is from Creature Caster, and it for cancer research. You should shoot us a DM on Insta. Good old Creature Caster. Cayman Astartes, hello. Lucky Bat, aw. Time to do a little dry brushing with my same blush makeup brush that I've been using forever.
A little bit on your face, a little bit for you, a little bit for the model.
Yeah, tough brush. I mean, for like literally, this has been my dry brush for 3 years?
Since the late 80s?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But the dude can't finish my final work tonight. Got homework. Don't do the homework.
Exactly. I have homework tonight too. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh boy.
Kick the Bandit, disliked, and only now getting a response from Games Workshop about my missing sprues. Interesting. I always hear very conflicting reports that they have excellent customer service and terrible customer service.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to see what YouTubers they watch. That'll help me determine. I bet though, sometimes they're bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're good. JPC. Nick must be busy printing money. You got me. Technically, because we had a little bit more plastic left over. We have one more plasma generator up on Etsy for this round.
Neat.
And somebody commented on the post, and they may be looking for 3 plasma generators in the next round. So that's pretty exciting.
You should start to cheap out on the process. Like, make the wall thickness 1. Make infill 2%.
Yeah.
You could crush it in your hand.
I had... For the video, I had everything printing really, really fast. So it could be done. And it's not the best quality. Like, I wouldn't give it to someone else. I can work with it, and I can make it perfect. But I wouldn't sell it. So I slowed it down, and now it's significantly better. Like you don't have to sand it if you don't want to.
Neat.
You probably should to make it better, but you can probably get away with not.
See, look at that, folks. Quality.
Exactly.
Here's some quality products. ZNibQ, how we doing? Good. A little tired.
Oh yeah.
Chicken Nugs, good evening, fellow charlatans. What's cooking tonight? Not much. We had tacos.
Oh.
So that was what was cooking.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm using my Vallejo metallic color, which is an airbrush paint for dry brushing.
There you go. Bob Brown. Nice. Orcs have come a long way since the first codex, but the prices have climbed. This is true.
You know what's interesting is the Rogue Trader codexes are huge, like over 200 pages. So they actually started out giant and then got small, and then got giant again.
Yeah, and they lost a grim dark along the way too.
Yeah, back in Rogue Trader when everything was super grim dark.
Yeah.
where chaplain helmets were literal smiley faces.
Yeah, that's when 40K was good.
Yeah. It's interesting. I've seen conflicting videos about like has 40K changed over the years, and one video figured out that Games Workshop or 40K has never changed, and one video figured out that it changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to believe that it changes all the time though, because that was the Arbiter Ian video, and I like Arbiter Ian.
Yeah, I would say that's about right.
Also, it has been. Is anyone reading the codexes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess it hasn't changed in that it's not Lord of the Rings now, but it started out as 40K. But there's been little changes here and there forever. I mean, every time they come out with a new model, it's either a brand new thing or something that's always been there and we just never saw it.
Exactly.
Speaking of brand new stuff that's never been seen before, did you see the new Kill Team stuff?
I did. That was my suspicion, that they were going to have the terrain too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even believe it. It looks really weenie though. Like it doesn't look like enough terrain.
Oh, the start. Yeah, it'll just get you going.
Yeah, like the Octeris comes with like tons of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe they only showed off some of it.
I think that's it. I think that's what you get. You get the smaller orc pieces of terrain, and you get the Kill Team barricades that come with the template. So yeah, you'll be solo cupping it for a little while until you can get yourself something else. But I was talking about the new Sisters of Battle and normal
That's what I
Tau.
was talking about.
Oh, there's terrain in that box?
It looks like it.
I didn't see any.
It says if you keep scrolling down, it has the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it comes in the box.
Neat. Because I know they released the new Kill Team starter set. That's just some of the Octeris terrain and Orcs and Krieg.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And that's the official box. But the new Sisters of Battle are kind of interesting because they don't have their power packs, so they might be like Sisters of Battle Scouts because they're not in power armor, and they're carrying like less cool guns like stub guns instead of bolters.
They are very nun-like.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's fun.
I do too.
Get their haddocks.
Mm-hmm. The tower pretty cool. They're all Tau-y.
The Blackwater Clock. Sup, boys? I have 3 Inceptors. Do you have any ideas for replacing the plastic fly stand or a good way to hide it? Oh my gosh, yeah, don't use the plastic fly stands. Of all the Games Workshop flying stands, and they're all bad, the weeny little curved ones are probably the worst. I'd say if you can, just glue one of the feet to the base and have them kind of jumping, or else get like a little piece of a ruin or maybe a little log or something and have them like leaping off of it. Yeah, man, the flying stands, I don't think I've ever seen a good flying stand. Just a big Lego lightsaber sticking into the bottom of your model.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it. I like it when they figure out a clever way to hide it. Like on the new Orc Defcoptas, they're all just a little bit attached to something.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I bet they start moving towards that direction.
Probably.
But I mean,
then they don't have to put an acrylic sprue in the box.
That's true, but I also feel like it's just on like bodies of guys. It's probably just a little too hard to design something.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do smoke. You could do rocks.
Yeah.
Tactical rocks.
Chicken nuggets, what kind of tacos, Jay? The taco kind.
Nice.
It's like meat and green sauce and tortilla.
What kind of meat?
Chicken.
Chicken nugs?
Yeah.
In the taco?
Yeah, some chicken McNuggets in the taco.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's an old family recipe.
Xenu do we know if there's going to be a box with just the Kriegers/Commandos?
Yes, there will be.
Yes. So there's a starter set, and then there's both of them individually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a new set that's special for Tau and Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tau are not new models. They're the regular Pathfinder models, I think, with an upgrade sprue. Which is kind of a bummer, but I guess it's fine. The only thing that's not cool is like the Krieg are a new thing. They're veteran guardsmen. The orcs are a new thing. They're the commando orcs. The Sisters of Battle are a new thing. They're some sort of unpower armored sister battle. And then the Tau are just the regular Tau. So they're kind of competing a little bit more directly with the Index or the Compendium Tau. But we'll see. We'll see when they come out. How they've handled it.
It's because they don't like Tau.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
I'm like, who cares? Just make it the Tau. No one's gonna buy this box. It's got Tau in it. Cthulhu73, how are these models primed? That's a bright silver. I sprayed Vallejo liquid silver, which is an alcohol-based paint, directly onto the bare plastic with my airbrush. Metallics tend to look even shinier when they're applied to a glossy surface, and so I usually just spray it right to the bare plastic, and that gives me a really, really nice high gloss finish. John Albert, excited to get my new train from you guys. Dawn of War is what got me into the hobby. How many bikes will you have left after this batch? I'll have 5 left, which will give me the full 20.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to throw them out.
Thank God. Mm-hmm. Well, then I need the war bike, the war boss on War Trike.
Yes.
And like all of the buggies. All like 6 of them. It's insane. There might be 5 and there might be 5 in the trike.
Yeah,
but still
they
insane.
Spend more time. They spend more time on just the buggies for the orcs than all of Tau.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty funny.
Cullen Stager. So at Gen Con, Star Wars Legion released its new faction. The Scum and Villainy, but it's not called Scum and Villainy. It's called like bad guys, but not Imperials. I don't know what they're called. I haven't really been paying attention about Star Wars Legion. I've been busy. I'm sure it'll trickle its way to me. Unfortunately, Curiat doesn't talk about Star Wars Legion, and he's where I get my news from.
Mm-hmm. Peter Blantastic. I haven't read the Codex and Kill Team books completely. Can the Kill Team minis be used in regular 40k?
Yes. Yeah, the Guardsmen would probably just be regular Guardsmen, or maybe Scions, and then the Orc Commandos would be Orc Commandos.
But you have to... Essentially at the proxy, though.
Yeah.
Because it's not a direct... There's not a direct... It doesn't directly connect to 40k. Like the rules in Kill Team won't work for 40k.
Yeah, you'll be using your the Kill Team rules are only good for Kill Team. They're very different from Big 40k.
But you could use the models. You could use quarters and random objects for the models.
Mm-hmm. Jimbo the Dude. You see how they like to release entirely new Kill Team rules in the White Dwarf that happen to be a lot more fun than the Compendium stuff. Yeah, I did hear about that. Which I'm a little confused. I don't know that much about White Dwarf, but I thought that they always release rules in White Dwarf. Like special narrative stuff, special things, like new ideas. Like I thought that was something they always did. But now I've been hearing a lot of complaining about it. But
well, I mean, did they rewrite the game?
Apparently,
is that what it is?
It's a new way you can take your AdMech. So you can bring them. You can build your AdMech based on the compendium, or you can build your AdMech Kill Team based on the rules in White Dwarf. But I don't know. I think that's fine. You can also just not. I mean, I'm in certain places where you can obtain rules. You know, I wonder if those rules are going to make their way onto, you know, Battle Scribe or potentially other sources.
This is true, but also, if you have Warhammer Plus, don't you get don't you get all the White Dwarfs?
That's true.
So, and obviously everyone here has Warhammer Plus, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Raising the Bard. Hey EOB, I found your channel about a year ago and have been painting Warhammer minis ever since. Still haven't played a game yet. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played a game of 9th edition yet either. I'll get to it, but well, yeah, it's gonna take a minute. Speaking of take a minute, I need to get my primer so I can prime the orc bodies.
prime by hand. Prime by hand. Chicky nugs. Is this a hint? No, we would never, ever say anything about that. Aaron Ferguson, no, the Commandos got a new data sheet for the new codex, I think. Like with the weapon options from Kill Team? That'd be pretty crazy.
CNBQ, one of the new Tau will be the previous Kill Team Tau Advanced Team Star Pulse or whatever it was called. Huh. Aaron Ferguson, the Commandos got a new data sheet for the new codex. Huh.
I just read that. And then
Well, I wasn't here.
I know, but I'm gonna read another thing. Peter Plantastic, I just looked at the 9th edition Orc Codex. The weapons from Kill Team are listed, but veteran status is disregarded.
Ah.
Interesting. So I guess they have the weapons from Kill Team in the new 9th edition Codex.
For orcs or guard?
For orcs.
For orcs? Well, the orcs aren't veterans, they're commandos.
I know, but it sounds like they have the commando rule. So the weapons that are in the commandos kit from Kill Team are in 9th edition 40k as well.
Ah, neat.
That's what it sounds like from reading comments.
I bet that the Krieg war gear is in 9th edition too, because it's just the normal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Chicken nugs. Oh, okay, good. This is such a wholesome Games Workshop supporting stream.
Yeah.
Yes. This stream has been sponsored by Games Workshop.
Games Workshop has never done anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. Type that in the comments. Type in Games Workshop has never done anything wrong for a free $25 discount on your next purchase. Chicky Nugs, so when are you going to start burning third-party models on stream?
Today. Actually, these orc bodies are third-party.
There you go.
And a lot of people claim that that Games Workshop's cracking down on third-party stuff, but there's more now than ever.
Yeah, but they're going after people.
Yeah, except
just
they're
so
not.
you know.
Anybody ever heard of War Games exclusive?
Yep.
I think as long as War Games exclusive is live, I think we're all safe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, they're Russian, so it might just be that they just don't go after Russians.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want them to come after us with our Eons of Conflict terrain set.
Yeah!
Uh-oh. Chicky Nugs. Oh no. 40k in 40 minutes in live stream now. I gotta choose which to watch. Ruh-roh.
Are they live streaming a battle report? Or just hanging out? Maybe I'll go watch them.
Just start watching their stream.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, they say don't cross streams. That's a joke from that was from Dark Knight.
Yep. ZNBU tips. Headed out. Have a nice night. Also, dentists are real. I know where this BBQ's going.
Good night.
Zerg619. Hello, Eons and Nick. Got a question. What color clan scheme are you going to paint this biker?
I'm going to paint them orcs. I'm going to paint them green.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that have shirts, I'm going to paint them with white shirts and black or brown pants, because my orcs are based off of the movie Mad Max Fury Road.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. Are you saying that your orcs are not following a specific scheme?
Mm-hmm.
Or a specific clan?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that people were so into clans for not Space Marines.
I didn't know. I didn't know either. But very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What are the fast ones called?
Speed freaks.
Maybe yeah, speed freaks. Maybe yours can count as that.
Yeah, unless the rules suck.
Yep. Then they're not.
Yep.
Bad. Colin Stager. Wait. So do the orcs have white body paint?
I was thinking about doing something like that, but I decided against it. Because the in Mad Max, everybody's wearing like white body paint, and then it has black over their eyes and head. But I couldn't get that to really look good on an orc. I think if I was doing like Mad Max Gene Stealer color, I probably would do it, because then it's just regular humans and they'd be recognizable as the Mad Max. But on orcs, they just look so weird. So they're pretty much just normal orcs with Mad Maxy vehicles. I do want to make some of the bombs on sticks that they had in Mad Max and sprinkle those across the vehicles, just to Mad Maxy them up a little more.
Add some sprinkles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And one down.
Yeah. On the 7, are these metal or plastic? It's hard to tell, lol.
They're plastic that's been sprayed metal. Sam Soden Garcia. That's why you prime them all shiny and chrome. Exactly. They are awaited in Valhalla. Came in Astartes. I think Games Workshop did actually go after a Etsy store for selling their own terrain, because they used the word Warhammer in the title for selling the product, even though the terrain wasn't from 40k. It's definitely possible. I think after the whole Arch incident, they were really protective of the word Warhammer.
I feel like I've seen a lot of terrain today that has Warhammer in the title.
Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff on Etsy. Yeah, they're if they're going after people, they're not doing a good job.
No, because most people put in like the name, like Warhammer terrain or sci-fi container, and then they do like /Warhammer /40k /bolt. They put every game.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's something that I think is hilarious is there's literal just copies of their models. Like this is just I'm looking at these terrain pieces, and it's literally just rhinos, like destroyed rhinos. Like somebody 3D modeled them or scanned them or something. But yeah.
Yeah, it seems like as long as you don't make a big fuss, you don't do anything dumb that would draw their attention, like send Games Workshop an email or something, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I steal from you?
Yep. Exactly. And yeah, I would never make a video called like we ripped off Games Workshop and Relic.
No, that would be
like
ridiculous.
That'd be a horrible thing to do.
Alexander Fielding Tips. Hey EOB, longtime silent watcher here. Won't stick around too long for the stream, but just wanted to show my support. Thoughts on the mix of new orc kits versus the old? Think they'll look out of place aesthetically? I don't think so. I think they still look the part. I think people are probably gonna build their armies to like match what they like most. Like I really like the bikes, so I'm gonna have a lot of bikes, a lot of buggies, and a lot of vehicles. If you like squigs, you'll probably go with all of the new squig units. If you like mech, you'll probably build stuff to look more like the Mechanobs and the Gorkonaut Morkonauts. And if you like Green Tide, probably just boys everywhere. I think all the stuff still works.
Mm-hmm. I'd go mech if I could redo my whole army.
Mm-hmm.
Mech.
Icon7, I'm liking the terrain in the Chalnath kill team starter set more than the Octurus terrain. For the time being, for what they look like in the previews. I haven't seen that. I know there was like stuff on the box, but I just figured that was box art.
Yeah, it looks almost. God, I don't have it up anymore. It's very similar to. Well, there's a lot less of it. It seems like. That's why I'm thinking that maybe there's more, and they just showed off like the main pieces. It's cathedral-y looking. It's one of those type things, and then really really tall.
Oh
like,
wow!
Looks like you got some height to it.
I haven't seen any of this.
Yeah, if you scroll down the page.
I just had Curiop tell me that there's Tau.
Oh. Yeah, because I saw on Instagram that they had a post about it. I'm like, oh my god! Then I went to go look at it in the Warhammer community. But yeah, but it looks like it's just like Octurus, where you it's like the whole, you get the terrain, you get the two teams, and you get the book, the special book.
Interesting. I guess this will be great if you weren't feeling you missed out, or you didn't miss out, but you decided against it because you weren't feeling orcs and guard, but now you're like I could do sisters and Tau.
Mm-hmm. Well, I bet they do this a bunch.
Yeah.
Because that's what it sounds like they're going to do.
And I bet it'll only be $200.
Exactly. Well, I wonder if this is going to come with the core book too. I guess
that's a good question.
It kind of has to.
Hammer, calm. Ooh, a new season of Warhammer Underworlds. That looks cool, but that's not what I'm here for.
Yep, and it does. That is cool. That's pretty cool.
Gen Con Tau Pathfinders rumble with the all-new Novative. Man, did no one do their research? I watched everyone's video on this, and no one had the names, no one had the information. It could have been that this came out after those videos. Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, that looks great.
Some nice terrain?
Yeah, some nice tall chunks of building.
Yep.
Hopefully that gets thrown up on eBay for a decent price.
I know that I saw somebody say that. They're like, yeah, well, I'm just buying this for the terrain.
And a nice brown sandy board. God damn it! Why do they only make brown sandy boards?
And you know what? You know what's on the other side though, right?
Is it the stupid photograph of the
it's probably the,
Sector Imperium?
It's probably the same thing again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
very, very
slightly
similar.
Different, but come on now.
Yeah. But do you see what I mean by the board looks barren compared to Octurus, though?
Yeah, it does a little bit. Octurus has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I guess it's the same amount.
I guess the buildings are big.
The buildings are big.
They look like they're probably 6 inches tall instead of like 3.
But it's the Octurus stuff. There's so many little things that you can put everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem a little less. I would be kind of interested maybe if it didn't have the rule book and it had a little less terrain and maybe it was a little cheaper. I could maybe buy this, but I mean if it's gonna be $200, nope. I don't give a poop about the Tau. I'd still build them and play with them. It'd be cool.
Yeah, you should tell them to Sean.
That's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. You can sell it to him for $100.
The train looks like it's tall, higher vantage points. It looks like 1 story, but is tall. Yeah, it's like 6 inches tall. You could take advantage of the drop rules, which I thought the drop rules were going to be cool, but they're just, I mean, they're kind of interesting. You get to round down you get to round down instead of up, because usually when you're moving, you have to move in at least 1 inch straight lines, but if you drop, you're allowed to count down. But it'd be really cool if you could drop for free, but you had to like roll to see if you die or something.
Oh,
you break your ankle. George Triana, I heard that the new set doesn't bring terrain, but just the Sisters and Tau, and the price will be around Combat Patrol money. Interesting. And Combat Patrol money is still a lot. And the Combat Patrols, you get so much stuff in them. You don't just get 2 squads of guys. I mean, the Dark Elves one kind of tempts me. I mean, it comes with witches, archons, 2 raiders, and some Kabalites. I'm like, that's kind of a whole army.
Cthulhu 73. Ever build any MDF terrain or just stick to resin prints?
Yes, I've built a bunch of MDF terrain. Some of it is very good, some of it's a little plain, and some of it is so hyper detailed that it's a giant monster and I don't like it. And it should have just been a 3D print. Why did I work so hard to keep the paint off of the shirt? I'm gonna paint the shirt also with contrast paints.
George Gajardo, I saw a dude that looked a ton like Jay at the gym today. Freaked me out a little bit.
Neat.
I'm pretty sure
it was me.
It was you, right? Yeah.
Yes. We all know that gym.
Yeah, that gym in that place.
Yeah, I go there all the time.
Icon the 7, I have a question.
Nope.
What are contrast paints?
Contrast paints it's a line of Games Workshop paints. They're kind of in between regular paints and wash paints. They're pretty thin, and they're meant to go onto a mini and flow away from the raised areas and into the recesses. And so it's supposed to look a little bit like you have highlighted and shaded the model already. Some of them are very good. Some of them are not very good. I really like the white and black. I don't really like the browns. But I tend to not use them very much. But some people can do amazing work with them. I also hear they airbrush well, but I wouldn't want to because they're really expensive, and I wouldn't want to just. I mean, I have other paints that airbrush well too. They don't cost $8 a pop. Everyone who owns an airbrush should get the Badger Minotaur Ghost Tints. They're candy colors.
And who doesn't love candy?
Mm-hmm.
Winter Chrisman, just wondering, will you be painting the orc side of the box? Stupid question, but I'm just wondering. I love your stuff, man. I have the orc part of the box. And I'm going to build them, then throw them all out. That's what I'm going to do. Well, before that, I'm going to burn them.
You're gonna paint them live on stream, but just not, you don't have a camera.
Exactly.
The orcs do look dope, though.
They do look dope. and I'm still building snorkels for them. I had to build a couple right snorkels, and I have to build a couple left snorkels, and then like, some of the left snorkels have to be a little smaller so that they fit. And I'm gonna green some stuff on them, like so that it looks like they're like strapped to them or taped to them. Should be pretty fun. Because my orcs are pirate themed, and I have to make it work somehow.
But not pirate themed like freebooters, like actual pirates.
No, like actual pirates.
Of the Caribbean.
Exactly.
Cayman Astartes. They're the opposite. Contrast paints are the opposite of compare paints.
Exactly.
George Gajardo, would you say that contrast paints are basically pre-mixed glazes? No, because pre-mixed or glazes are not meant to flow into your recesses. Like, they're meant to apply very evenly and just tint. The contrast paints have a lot of they have like a tech in them that makes them do something specific, where the raised areas will look brighter and the recesses will look darker. And they're very, very like saturated with color.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't. It's not like you're layering on a thin glaze to tint something red a little bit yellow. It's like brown.
Mm-hmm. George Gajardo, in all fairness, I live in Texas, so like 30% of all dudes look like Nick. But don't they have cowboy hats though? I don't have a cowboy hat.
And spurs.
Exactly, and people definitely wear that.
Yes. Fatboa 15, I'm thinking of getting an airbrush. Do metallics work well in airbrushes? Yeah, all paint works well in airbrushes. Except like house paint. And I bet you could thin it a lot and get it to go through. You really worked at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it took you 200 hours to paint base coat a room.
There you go.
Really, it's just some large-scale terrain.
It's a great way to put it.
1-to-1 scale.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't like. Well, I do like painting these guys, but they're so fiddly.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I paint this guy's head? Everything that's an orc has to get base coated.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with orcs is that there's so much.
Yeah, a lot of decorations, details.
Yeah. Jeez, you've been painting a lot of miniatures that have a lot of little things going on.
Yeah.
Recently, a lot of little details.
Although today I was painting one model, and it was actually kind of relaxing, especially since it's a one-off, and so I don't have to be like, is this a reasonable scheme? Mm-hmm. Can I replicate this on 100 models?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was Mortarian, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I bet we'll all know what it is soon, though.
Mm-hmm. Doomslayer, what's up, EOB? Just need to do a top 5 hentai game mods for 2021 this Christmas. Can't wait to see his criticism of the artwork. I'll get right on that. It's it'll be a top 5 list, and all of them are Kingdom Death.
Yeah. There you go.
Icon the 7, Jack Sparrow 40k minis coming to a hobby shop near you. I can't believe that doesn't exist. A Jack Sparrow orc. I think it's just a matter of time before hardcore miniatures or Wargames exclusive makes that.
It'll be hardcore.
It'll be hardcore. Hardcore is cranking stuff out.
I know.
I have some of their models.
Is it one guy?
I don't know.
That's like like doing the designing. It seems like it's one guy doing the designing. I don't know who does all the casting.
Yeah.
I don't know. He does all the casting too, but
I
it's wild.
have some of the models. The casting is impeccable. Perfect. I have the Doom models, and I'd love to do something like maybe the beginning of the video could be me playing Doom for the first time, and then it transitions to me painting the models. I think I might own Doom. Every now and then I'm on Steam and I'm like, holy cow, this game is $5. I know I'm gonna like it, and it's it's like 80% on sale. Maybe one day I'll own a computer.
One day maybe we'll all own a computer.
I also own Fallout 4, but I can't play it. Damn you, Apple.
The ghost of Steve Jobs is haunting you.
You shouldn't be playing games.
Exactly.
This is a pro laptop. It's for professional work, not stupid games.
That's why we got rid of the SD card slot in the new ones. Although, what's kind of fun is if you I like Apple stuff sometimes, but there's some real hardcore people out there, and they'll be like, actually, it was a good thing that they removed the SD card slot because nobody uses SD cards anymore.
What?
They use because there's new things like a lot of like really fancy professional cameras use like just SSD drives essentially, and they're like, that's what people use now. They don't need SD cards, but that's like if you're a real professional.
Yeah, that's catering to like people who are already like 5 years in the future.
Yeah.
Let's take out the thing everyone needs, so that in 5 years, when our machine is obsolete, it'll have the port that people will want.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Also, I'm annoyed that my dongle stopped working again. I have one of the new iPhones, and it doesn't have a headphone jack. And
got a weak dongle.
It's got a weak dongle. Like I've always had iPhones, and I've always had regular, not Apple headphones, because I don't really like Apple headphones. They're nice headphones, but they don't fit in my ears properly. And they always worked. But now that I have to use dongles, like Siri will activate randomly, videos will skip randomly, videos will pause randomly, and this has happened with 3 dongles. They work great, and then they stop. Can I complain? Like, can I send an email, or will they just be like, "Screw you, go buy another dongle"?
Yeah, you can send an email, but they don't care. But you heard it here, folks. Jay's dongle doesn't work.
Nope, not even a little bit. I think when you go to the Apple Store, there should be a jar on the counter with a scoop in it full of dongles, and they just scoop some into your bag.
Yeah, but instead they make you go over and bend over and spank you. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, real gearness. Good evening, gents. Happy to hang out with you all again tonight, listening tonight while working on a group of 40k Plague Bearers for an Age of Sigmar doubles tournament. Ooh, neat.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Good old Age of Sigmar. Played one game, had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
one day we'll play a second game.
Do we have 4 armies? We have 2. I have Gloomspike gets as well. Do you think maybe I have enough in the Warhammer Fantasy Battles stuff to make another one?
Yeah, because I just have Stormcast. Yeah. I have the Stormcast from the video.
We could I bet do you think Age of Sigmar plays 4 players pretty well?
I don't know. I mean, it'll take some real time because it's a full-on army game, not a skirmish. I bet it does. I mean, we used to play 4, 5, and 6-way 40k.
This is true.
In high school.
Yep.
I think because it's like it's not alternate activation, but it is a little bit because you alternate fighting in close combat, and close combat is the majority of the attacking.
George Gajardo, you need a Patreon goal to get you both gaming PCs.
At this goal, our productivity will significantly decrease.
Exactly. I wasn't. I mean, I guess it could become a gaming PC as well, but I was thinking about getting. Once I got my my tax return back, I was thinking about getting a new computer, like building a PC for editing, because right now I have to render out stuff and it takes forever. And if I could just edit 4K stuff normally, it'd be preferred. But I don't really want to spend that much money. It'd probably be a couple grand. To get something real good, something that's a little bit more future-proof too. Because I pretty much, the only Apple program I really need would be maybe GarageBand, but I don't really use GarageBand anymore. So I use Audition. So I don't even care. So I probably won't buy anything. I only want to watch it. Congrats on reaching y'all's Patreon goal the other day. I can't wait to see y'all's first battle report. Good manners on the battlefield is important.
Oh no, it's gonna get trash talky. It's gonna get heated. Throwing things, punching.
I know we're so over our Patreon goal.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, geez, Louise, I can't even believe it. A lot of people joining the Patreon. We're selling some terrain. It's wild.
Our videos are doing good. Do you see today's video just had a fun little bump?
It did. I saw that today. Pretty wild.
Yeah, the analytics and just YouTube videos in general are just weird things. You can't really. It's it's all randomness and crazy.
Yep. Because it is one of those things, we think of an idea that we think would be cool, that we would like to see, and then we make it, and then we get to see if other people want to see it.
Yep.
And we know what some people don't want to see. And we know what some people kind of like, and we know what people really like. But
and we know what people really hate is song parody and seasonal content.
Yes, we've learned that people don't like to have fun. That's what we've learned.
Yes, because our worst performing videos of all time are those.
Yep. But again, we wanted to watch those videos, so that's why we made them.
Maybe if we made a good song parody.
Yeah, maybe. You think? Well, I guess because we've made 2. I guess if we make a 3rd one, we'll definitely know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We'll know more than anyone has ever known.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Cthulhu 73. Dongle is a great word. I'm pretty sure dongle is not the real word. That's the
adapter
person's nomenclature. It's like folks call it a dongle. Which
Apple
is weird.
calls it
Yeah.
Adapter.
I thought that penis would catch on, but it did not.
Yeah, you were campaigning for it real hard.
Yeah, I had signs outside, but I got arrested. I was picketing outside of the Apple store.
Yeah. Hell, you were at the Apple headquarters doing that. Pretty ballsy. Yeah, and the most ballsy thing was you weren't wearing any pants. Pretty crazy. Chicky Nugs, it sucks no one liked Christmas or Halloween EOE videos. That poor ghoul is out of a job now.
Yep. I was thinking about not doing anything real for Halloween, but I think it might be funny if I wear my costume in the Models and Memories or something.
That would be pretty fun.
And never bring it up. Just not even mention it.
Well, the real hardcore fans will know.
Yeah. And then it'll be like people in the comments being like, "What the hell?" And then some people are like, "No, it makes sense because if you look back at 75 videos ago."
If you know your deep EonsOfBattle lore, you got some deep lore.
Yeah, I think I have to get some new face paint though, because I think I'll probably die if I put on the makeup from last year.
Yeah. Probably. Cthulhu 73 dongle. A small device able to be connected and used with a computer, especially to allow access to wireless broadband or use of protected software. So I guess it's a word. I want to see Tim Cook or Steve Jobs say dongle.
It doesn't say dongle on the box.
It says super clever adapter.
Yeah, that breaks after a couple of weeks. Every time. I don't believe they couldn't have made a dongle that didn't break. Or I get it. Dongles will break, but I don't believe they couldn't have made a dongle that like works with headphones. Because the phones worked with the headphones.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it doesn't even work. If I plug in my headphones to the dongle, and then there's a clicking. And then to get rid of the clicking, I have to hold down the volume control on the headphones for 5 seconds or something, and then the clicking goes away. Which that's also insane.
Yeah, I think you should just sue Apple and see what happens. Yep.
Doomslayer Jay is doing Nyx painting now. That's painting orcs. I do like the orcs though, and I really like my orc army. It's been very, very slowly growing over the course of years. I remember, really, it was just a smattering of stuff. Because I thought when I was little I was going to make an orc army. Not when I was little, but when I was first getting into Warhammer years and years ago. Yeah. But I never did, because I always liked other armies more. But one time on Facebook Marketplace, I saw an orc deal that was like too good to pass up. And before that, actually, I did buy all the bikes, because... then at that point I was like, I'll probably do an orc army, and I commission painted an army for my cousin in exchange for lots and lots of bikes and some other orc stuff. So that's how I got everything, and then a couple more things I got from a cool job lot on Facebook Marketplace.
There you go. George Gajardo, how well did the Space Marine cookie video do? I thought it was super neat. I thought it was super neat too.
Me too. But buttloads of work.
Well, the video didn't do well, but we sold like 30 or 40 of those cookie cutters, so that made up for everything.
I painted all 5 orcs, and that wasn't that painful.
Yeah, there you go. And we'll probably come out with more cookie cutters later this year. This will be pretty fun. And maybe we'll add another one to it. Another design. I want a grot cookie cutter.
And grenades both frag and crack.
Yeah.
On the second day of combat, my Primarch gave to me 2 somethings. And grenades both frag and crack. Brent George, hey, where's your war boss on Warbike? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really want the war boss on Wartrike, but I kind of want to grab the Forge World war boss on bike before it's gone. The old Wazdaka model. I don't know which one's cooler. I think they both are pretty badass. The only thing is I have to see, can I even run 2 war bosses?
I don't know. I don't know in 7th. Or 9th. Jeez, I'm in a couple of editions behind.
Man, I don't know if you... I think you could in 2nd edition. Brent George. Now the Deathkiller Wartrike. Oh, the Deathkiller Wartrike is so cool. Doomslayer. Ew, resin. The Forge World resin is better than Finecast. Because Finecast is garbage.
Yes.
It's real bad.
Don't call me Shirley. Hey, Jay, you're cute.
Yeah! Do you think that the Nurgling plushie being a thing, will they do a Grot plushie? I would like them to do more plushies. I like the Nurgling plushie. I'd love to see a Tau drone plushie. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, but this is horrible because this is how 40K loses its Grimdark completely.
Exactly.
Them and the cute cartoons. Both of those things.
God, what
horrible.
Else? A Squig. A Squig would be really good.
Squig would be pretty good. I bet you they would do a Squig before they would do a Grot.
Yeah. I mean, Grot would be hard to do. They're kind of bony.
Yep. Maybe you just do a Grot head?
Maybe. Well, that's kind of morbid, though. Just a head.
That's fine. 40K.
It'd be really funny if it's a Grot with a Velcro off head. So you can just kill it over and over.
There you go.
Cthulhu73. I wonder how much Games Workshop lost in the Finecast fiasco. I bet they didn't lose anything. I bet they still made money. Because I think resin was probably a cheaper method of manufacture than metal. And they still produce them in the same, like, I think they still do spin casting with the resin. Like, it's the same process they did for metal, but with resin. But yeah, they're definitely moving. They've been moving away from resin almost since they came out with it. There was only a few years where they were producing new resin models. And unfortunately, that's when we got most of the Necron stuff. And it all sucks. Chicken nugs. No head. There's a good one. Just a Grot body with no head.
Yep.
A power claw, like oven mitt.
There you go.
How cool would that be? Yeah, they could do a power fist and a power power claw.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to make a power fist, like a prop. I've seen some people do some pretty cool ones with articulating fingers.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be neat. It's hard to fit a whole hand into something and also have room for... because your fingers have to be able to move so that you can pull strings attached to the other fingers.
Yeah.
So it has to be really big, which, I mean, power fists are pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
What's really funny is that a power fist would not be a good weapon. Just a really heavy metal fist.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it makes sense for orcs because orcs are crazy strong and they probably just think it's a hand, so it weighs as much as a hand. And it makes sense for Space Marines because their whole body is encased in robot armor. But like I don't understand how it works for like guardsmen commissars. They just have a giant metal fist. Aren't they really imbalanced?
Maybe it's some roids.
Maybe.
They got some roids.
And then they just like slap the side of a tank. I mean, I know there's like magic, techno magic that makes it do stuff, but I like to think they just like slap the side of a tank and like lightning shoots onto it or something.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of slapping,
yeah,
it is a little after 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 videos out this week. We have another video out tomorrow, and a Patreon hobby hangout tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
So join us for that, and that's after the normal stream. We get wet and wild, and we talk to you, and you can actually call in and chat with us with your human voice.
But only if you're a patron.
Or yes, exactly. or Chicky Nug voice.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central tomorrow. So join us.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.